Sorry about missing out on you yesterday, guys, but some things came up and interrupted the schedule. But to make up for it, here it is during Fandom Fridays. Let's hit it with Generous Gifts, Chapter 4, Moonlit Truth. Enjoy. Spike had it all wrong. Ponyville in winter wasn't picturesque, at least not late at night while trudging through the waist-deep snow. He hurt nearly everywhere. And wherever he didn't hurt, he was numb. A whole day of walking and worse lay behind him, and grasped in his claws the same slip of paper that started with. It's all reason logic. He still had Fluttershy's name. He visited every pony who could possibly have Rarity's name, except for one. He made a fist and pounded on Boutique's door. Rarity, you're home, right? We need to talk. He stared out at the dark sky. Fresh snow was smalling in the moonlight. Under better circumstances, he could have called it beautiful, or even romantic, considering whose doorstep he was on. Not tonight. Tonight he gladly roast the snow out of the sky, not to mention any and all swarming decorations in sight. The door in front of them creaked open, and Rarity peered through. Her sleep mask was perched on her forehead.
Spike! I must say it's rather late for a lady to like such a gentle dragon collar, don't you think?
I know what you did. She stared around dumbfounded.
Pardon?
Remember the whole gift exchange you convinced all our friends to do this year for hearthwarming? Rarity held up a hoof with her mouth.
I can't explain, Spiky.
He crossed his arms. I'm listening.
She shut her eyes and sighed. Come in after the colors, won't you?
Spike followed her across the threshold and shut the door. The shop felt even warmer than Fluttershy's cottage. The dim candlelight illuminating the dresses on display gave him a feeling of romantic thoughts. Once again he pushed inside. You drew your own name, Rarity, and you didn't tell any of us. You rigged the whole thing. Rarity bowed her head and gave a deep sigh.
You're correct. May I ask how you happened upon this discovery?
Spike held out the paper he had been clutching. Because I've been trying to trade for your name all day. Walked all over town for you, but no pony had your name. First I thought it was some kind of mix-up. Then remember whose idea the whole gift exchange was. She nodded.
As odd as this may sound, I do in fact have a very good reason for orchestrating all this.
Why? I really wanted to get you something great for Hearthwarming, Rarity. We've been spending so much time together lately, and I just understand. Why do an anonymous gift exchange? Why rig it?
Rarity walked to the nearest dress on display, and slid her foreleg along the neckline. I've got a small loop of string, and plugged it off the dress with her magic. The string, and the price tag attached to it, floated through the air and landed at Spike's feet. He stared down at the considerable number of zeros on the tag. Spike, most of the dresses I sell are quite extravagant, both in appearance and in price. Such is the nature of the fashion industry. But what I mean to say is, I'm a pony of considerable means. I could quit making dresses right now and eke out a frugal existence for many years using my savings. Some of my friends, however, some of them quite as fortunate as I am, and yet are unwilling to accept all but the smallest forms of financial assistance I could offer. I don't begrudge them for it, but it pains me when someone partly falls on hard times. She returned the price tag to its respective dress and took a seat on the floor facing it. Her hair was limp and back hunts. I've come to dread this time of year. I simply detest burdening all my friends with the task of buying me gifts. I work so very hard at being generous, and this end of year season makes me feel I've failed, that I've somehow amassed more possessions of wealth than I've given. I'm sure that isn't actually true, but... She slunk to the ground and hid her face. Whole body quivered as she wept. Just once, I wanted the heartwarming to pass by. Till 3. Spike ran to her side, and after a moment of apprehension equal to her distress, he placed his sinking head on her back, and what he held was a comforting gesture.
I'm sorry, Rarity. I'm sorry to seize it so hard on you, but I can't let you go through with this.
Rarity looked down with mascara-stained disbelief.
What? We're your friends. We like giving you stuff. You deserve a nice heartwarming gift as much as the rest of us. I can't let you get nothing on Hearthwarming Eve. This is awful.
She grasped one of his hands between her hooves. Please, Spiky Wacky. Receiving nothing from any pony is what I want more than anything this year. Please let me give myself a trinket out of my own jewelry collection like I planned. I can't bear another winter wrapped gift.
But that's not what gifts are about. They're supposed to show how much we care about each other. That we spend time getting something that will make some pony we care about happy. Isn't that...
She stared into his eyes. Spiky?
I'm
I've got an idea. If you trade with me your name for Flesh Eyes, I swear I'll make this the best heartwarming eve you've ever had. Rarity sniffled as he lowered her eyebrows. I most certainly do not need the sewing machine you've been eyeing. Spike shook his head. It's not like that. How did you know that was what I was going to get you? She managed a coy smile. I do not notice more than the contents of shop windows during our walks through Ponyville with Mikey Wakey. He blushed. Well, I will get you that, I swear. I won't spend a single bit on your present. It'll be what gift giving is supposed to be about. And that's it. He held out a slip of paper with Firesight's name on it. A Fluttershy could really use some warm winter coating. Her cause is like a freezer. Harry sighed. I can't let Fluttershy freeze, but you must promise me you won't go out of your way for me. Nothing fancy, nothing expensive. Spike nodded. I promise I won't do anything crazy. No more than I already have. Wow. I gotta admit, that was a surprise. That was a legitimate twist. Kudos, you're called. No, not you. Time flew by. Last chapter, Sarah's gifts. Time flew by as it always did, at least until Heartwarming Eve rolled around. Once again, Spike was seated at the castle's table with his 6 closest friends. Once again, Rarity was in the chair next to his. Her smiles and stolen glances were all more frequent tonight, although he could detect something new in her eyes. All night she had been asking him the question without uttering a single word. Did you keep your promise? She'd find out soon enough. The usual gift-giving frenzy had given way to a sort procession around the table. Presents were being opened one at a time, and each party's reaction was priceless. Or at least that's how Spike assumed their reactions were. Knowing all the gifts in advance kinda spoiled the surprise. Still, it was one thing to find out Pinkie was getting a new party cannon. It was another to see her swinging from the chandelier above it, using a freshly singed tail. I'm one party cannon closer to a 21 gun salute! She shouted. Elzak pushed the still smoking party cannon a few inches further away. Not sure my ears could take 20 more of those all at once, Pinkie. Pinkie reached down and flicked Applejack's hat. Just fill your ears up with all that candy. That's what I do. Applejack glanced down at the candy-pipe-filled hands in front of her, then to the 5 ND wrappers she had piled next to it. It's just hypothetical, right? Rainbow sat her back hose on the table. A new blanket was stripped over her high-back chair, displaying its perfect rendition of her key mark, like a national flag. She gave a deep, satisfying sigh. Gotta tell you, whoever drew my name really knows also when they see it. I can't decide if this thing belongs to my bed or on the wall next to my Wonderbolts posters. Farsight giggled. She nearly disappeared in the fuzzy depths of her new winter coat. With the hood pulled up, she looked more like a bunny than a pony. Ew! After doing that really sweet Ruby story for Fandom Fridays, this does not help. Complete with decorative paws on the cuffs and rabbit ears on the hoof. Well, I'm definitely closer to wearing my new coat to bed. It's cozier than all my pancakes combined. Twilight tilted in her seat for a few seconds and looked up from the large picture frame close to her host. Bed? But it's not bedtime yet. I still haven't figured out where I'm going to hang this. Rainbow laughed. Twilight, it's just a... Twilight turned the frame around and held it up for all to see. It's not just anything. This is a copy of the very first land grant that Princess Celestia issued to the founders of Ponyville. You can't even make out the princess's signature at the bottom. The old library didn't even have a copy of this. She returned the frame to her loving embrace and pressed her hoof against the glass cover. I don't know how you got this, whoever got me this, but thank you so much! Spike met Applejack's gaze, just in time to give her a approving nod. He could almost hear her saying, "Likes a million sugar cube." A book-shaped prism slid across the table in blue aura, came to stop under Spike's nose. Rarity smiled at him. I'll bring you your next, Spiky. He put his best smile on toward the wrapping. No matter what kind of book Twilight gave him, he knew that she would put a lot of thought into it. Even if he thought of how much he was going to love earning advanced math, ancient unicorn history, or origins of saddles. Gosh, I wonder what it is. The wrapping paper peeled out the front cover and read the title aloud. The Life and Times of Spike the Dragon? He flipped the book open and glanced over the surprisingly empty pages. Half of each two-page spread was dedicated to a lined box labeled What Happened This Week, and the other half was split into columns labeled with the days of the week and times of the day. At the bottom of each day's column was a series of check marks with labels like Big Project, Out of Town, or to his great surprise on vacation. flipped to the back of the set of pages, ones covering today and beyond. Saw the vacation check boxes were already checked for the rest of the week. The day columns had been overtaken by the message, do whatever you want. Flipped through the pages, catching more pre-filled vacation days with notes like Comic Book Convention and Sapphire Season. So I found at least one event per month he'd typically forget about or not have time for. He never had anything like this before, yet having it made so much sense. Keeping Twilight's schedule straight was complicated enough. Factoring in time for himself and remembering what he actually planned on doing was next to impossible. Rainbow Dash flew low enough that Spike could feel her breath on his shoulder. So, it's a planner or a journal or something? It took Spike a moment to nod. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Tomorrow I'm on vacation. He looked over at Twilight. It gave him a smile and a wink. Applejack cleared her throat. Looks like you're up, Rarity. Farsight's quote rustled as he warmed up.
You okay, Rarity? You're not breathing.
Rarity called a gasp. I'm perfectly fine for this idea. I was simply wondering what could possibly be in the package this substantial. Every point Spike and could followed Rarity's gaze. The last table on the present on the table was a D large. Two of those top-of-the-line sewing machines would have fit inside the room to spare. Rainbow Dash grasped the buckle of her hope and gave it a shake. It's heavy, whatever it is. Guess that means it's not just dresses or something. Applejack chuckled. Unless they were dipped in gold. The box glowed blue and slid to Rarity's side. She put a protective hook on it. Please, Applejack. A dress made of solid gold would be gross, impractical, and she fixed an eye on Spike. Completely unacceptable. Piggy fell from the chandelier and landed in her chair.
So, open the O-ring! See that acceptable dress?
Spike watched, the wrapping paper slowly come undone. Rarity somehow put more finesse and elegance into the unwrapping of the present than she used to wrap it. Part of him wanted her to just tear the paper off and get the surprise over with. He was so sure he had done the right thing, at least until his presence gasped. A sturdy wooden chest stood on the table, as large as it was in pain. Applejack scratched her head. Oh, it's an interesting gift for Francis Lisa. Rainbow folded her host. Yeah, it looks so simple. Is there something inside? Rarity took a quick peek under the lid and shook her head.
No, it's completely empty.
The way you look so happy. Rarity's smile ran her huff under the edge.
To you, it might look like it's a jest, Rainbow, but I see a blank slate on which to express my creative vision. All the clothes of fondness and a few decorative verses. I think this would be perfect for holding fabric swatches in my inspiration room.
As long as you like it. Rarity gave Spike another glance and nodded.
I do. Thank you. Will I ever get to meet something so practical?
Another blast from Piggy's new party can shook the room, and confetti roared down. Piggy jumped on the table and donned a party hat.
Who's up for some heartwarming evenings?
Spike smiled. At least Rarity was content with the gift. Hopefully, after he gets a chance to explain himself, he'd be actually happy about it. Spike got his chance a few hours later, when the yawns began to overtake laughs as the favorite break in conversation. Everyone was milling around the room, reassessing their new possessions and offering another round of thank yous to whoever was the nearest. Rarity next to her new piece of furniture, probably wondering how she'd get the sizable thing home on a winter's night. Spike's many years of hefty twice his weight in books, luggage, and nearly been enough to get the box down the castle stairs. No one else was nearby, affording them a messenger of privacy as long as they kept their voices down. I hope there's mistletoe. Hey, Rarity, can we talk for a second? Rarity turned to him and smiled.
Of course, Spiky. I'm so sorry I doubted your intentions before. Thank you for getting me something simple. Something that's more of a project to me to sink my hose into my spare time.
I'm glad you like it and everything, but, well, that's not why I gave it to you.
Then why?
Spike took a deep breath, pointing to the spot in the back corner where the finish was worn away completely. I had to send out the writing right there, but you could probably still make it out. Rarity leaned down and examined the spot where a much younger Spike scratched a message into the wood.
Property of Spike.
It's where I kept my gems. I'm saving them up for months so I could get you something really amazing for heartwarming. But after we talk, Rarity's ears folded back.
Spike, I didn't mean for you to part with something so important and personal.
I know I was trying to tell you what was really important about giving gifts, but I think I'm the one who hear it. So I took all my gems and got you this. He held out a piece of paper, not like the one from the gift exchange. Rarity took it and looked over.
What's this?
It's a receipt. My real gift to you is that I made a big donation to charity in your honor. Rarity gasped.
Charity? Do you mean to say you donated all your gems?
He leaned in a whisper. Well, kind of. First, I left a big bag of them on Applejack's doorstep and one of Flair's dice. Then I donated the rest. Rarity turned away and trotted out the room. Spike nearly had a heart attack. He ran after her, nearly tripped over his tail.
Rarity! Wait! I thought that this would...
He found her in the hallway, dabbling tears with a handkerchief. She embraced him as he came near.
Thank you, Spike. I apologize for walking away. What you giving me is almost too much to bear. Thank you. Thank you for making this the best heartwarming eve I ever had.
Rarity fled Spike's mind, nearly closing the bliss of her touch. His legs went weak as all his worries fluttered away. He'd done it, given Rarity the perfect gift. All too quickly she pulled away, leaving only with a radiant smile for comfort. That's what I wanted, Rarity. I don't need gems, not when I get your smile. She blessed.
Spiky, under past the circumstances, I think I'll need to break the rules of my own game. I simply must give you something in return.
Spike held up his hands. Well, I don't need anything, Her horn glowed, and the ring hanging over the door lost its centerpiece. Spike stared at the mistletoe flying over his head, then at the beautiful mare inching closer. His heart stopped, but she didn't. For some uncontrollable number of seconds, joy itself flowed through her touching lips. Time didn't stop, no matter how much Spike wanted it to. Suddenly he found himself standing on his own again.
Ah, I needed mistletoe.
Unwobbly legs. Rarity was still gazing in his eyes, begging him to do something or say something romantic. Instead, he asked a simple question.
You I get those every year?
Rarity giggled.
That's such a distinct possibility. Although I don't see why we should wait until next Hearthwarming Eve, do you?
No, I mean, do you want to go out window shopping again tomorrow? Or maybe have lunch? I'm kind of broke right now, but... She held up a hoof to his lips.
My treat. I insist.
Next time, you know we gotta do a Christmas Carol, right, folks? Let's do it.